Day 24 of the Hero Podcast, here with me, Superman. I hope that you went shopping yesterday and bought a load of cryptocurrencies, because the market is starting to gain again. Okay, yesterday was the ideal time to get in there in terms of finding stocks you were interested in and buying them. Okay, that was my advice from yesterday's podcast, is essentially look for the cryptocurrencies that you have been interested in, but the entry point wasn't quite right. Look for that cryptocurrency and invest in it yesterday. Now, in the aftermath of the cryptocurrency crash, the bubble bursting as of Friday night, we are still in this amazing kind of phase where we can still buy these stocks for a lot less than they were about 10 days ago. Okay, so yesterday, as I said to you, the best time, relating back to Baron Rothschild's famous quote, the best time to buy is when there is blood on the street. Yesterday there was a sea of red, and that red signified the blood. And as you can see that today, pretty much half of the cryptocurrencies are now in green, and some are still underperforming. So it's an absolutely ideal time to still get your stocks. It may not have been as good as yesterday, but it is still an ideal time to pump money into the stocks that you were interested in. Okay, now, Digibyte, I've just not gotten there. Okay, I haven't bought any Digibyte because really it's not gone below 500, and 500 is my entry point. It's at 588 now. America is starting to wake up. They're going to start trading. I expect for this price, it's currently the fourth best performing cryptocurrency on the market, and I imagine that it's probably going to continue to do well over the course of today. So I don't anticipate it reaching my entry point, and entry point is my number one, not the number one, but it's my first criteria when I am buying stocks. Okay, if it's got a good entry point related to where it's been, I am happy to invest in it. I do not want to invest at entry point up here because that will mean I make a significant loss. So I want to make my entry point down here somewhere so that if it goes up, it's doing well. And if it goes down, then it has to have underperformed on its previous kind of value over the last month. And it does happen. However, upwards momentum, this has been a crash period. So it's been very up and down. But during the bubble, this will skyrocket, but I need it to hit the entry point I am happy at. Now, another stock that I really want to hit the entry point is Steem. I have got a buy order for Steem as long as it hits a certain amount. Okay, I want it to go under 39. Today, it was as high as, it's in the last 24 hours, it's been as high as nearly 50,000, and now it's at 39,000. I need it to go under 39,000, and then my buy order will be activated, and I will have more Steem at an absolute knockdown price. Okay, so, entry point is one of my big things. You have to be happy with the entry point, and with the aftermath of the cryptocurrency bubble, the entry points have been slashed so that you can get in there probably a lot lower than the entry point you had in mind before Friday. So anyway, what is the effect on the market cap since the aftermath? So as of Wednesday, the cryptocurrency industry reached $91 billion invested in the entire cryptocurrency market. In the aftermath, as we went through yesterday, it plummeted, which is essentially a 33 billion removal from the cryptocurrency game. People sold, they sold in droves. The newbies, they were really scared off by the sudden and huge drop in the value of cryptocurrencies. So they just scarpered, they left the building. And it allowed for the experience and the ones that are serious about cryptocurrency to stay in. And so it reached this low market cap. It's the lowest it's been since earlier on in the month. And let's not forget, cryptocurrency is the #1 game at the moment. Okay, it's the party that's happening now. All right, and the bubble was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it got this high and then burst, whoosh, right down, allowing the serious traders to get their preferred cryptocurrencies at an absolute steal Yesterday, people went shopping and look at the resultant effect. It went back up to 76 billion as of today. Now, it's since gone down slightly to 70 billion, but it's a massive increase from what it was. Okay, so what we're seeing is the market picking back up. So going back now to Poloniex, or if you have a different exchange that you use, this will look pretty much the same. We have got a position where we can still buy. Okay, now if you think about sales, okay, think about sales of your favorite department store. Okay, sometimes, let's say Black Friday, they go all in. They take 70% off the retail price, allowing you to buy at a measly 30% of its RRP. That's what yesterday was. Yesterday was Black Saturday. It was Black Saturday. Get your stocks, get them, pile them in. Basically just hoard them and use them as your retirement fund. Okay, invest in these so that in the long term it builds up your retirement fund. What I've heard is, and this is very good advice, what I've heard from some experts is that the best way to approach cryptocurrency trading is to buy something low and leave it for a year and a half. Just do something else. Get out of cryptocurrency, invest a load of money in it, and then leave it. Okay, leave it. And by leaving it, you allow it to mature without doing any panic selling. Okay, that's what people did with Ripple. Some people with Ripple made $1,000 and they were happy with it, and then realized they could have made 20 to 100,000 if they had just stuck with the long game. So sometimes the best thing to do is to literally make your trades, buy a load of stock and just leave it. Let it sit there like a savings account. You put your money into a savings account, you essentially get money in interest building up over time, and then you realize that you have made a little bit more money over the course of a year. Now, banks in the UK, you'll probably make about 100 to 500 pounds in savings if you put it into a good savings account. That's crap. 500. So anywhere between 100 to 500 over a year. If you've got like 20, 30,000, that's crap. It's rubbish. The best place to put your money is in cryptocurrencies because of the volatile markets. You're essentially, if you put a load of money in here and it went to up here, look, in literally 24 hours, look at the enormous gains. Way better than any crappy bank account. Okay? So, let's just have a look at Bitcoin Plus. Okay, Bitcoin Plus is one of the hugest success stories. Okay, one of the hugest success stories. Now, it has really gone down in value compared to about a week ago. A week ago, it was at $80, $82 to buy one Bitcoin Plus coin. Okay, but if we go back to September 2015, 0.07, you could have got one coin for 7 cents back in September. So let's imagine that you, back in September 2015, you saw Bitcoin Plus, you saw it was at 7 cents, and you just thought, you know what, I've got a cheeky $1,000 to put into the market. Okay, let's just put $1,000 on Bitcoin Plus. Okay, and then you forgot about it. Okay, my $1,000 is in there. Let's do whatever I do on a daily basis. You know, have a Shopify store, or, you know, whatever you do on a daily basis, whatever job you do, just do that for a year and a half. My money, I put $1,000 into Bitcoin Plus, September 2015. Then, when you look in your account as of this month, $82, you have essentially made well over 1,000 times your money. So it's a multiplier. Essentially, the value of the Bitcoin Plus coin has gone up by over 1,000 times. So whatever you put into Bitcoin Plus has been times by 1,000. If you put in 1,000, you would now have 1,000,000. What? That is insane, is it not? That is absolutely insane. Actually, if you put 100, you might have 100,000. But anyway, going back to this, okay, you have to look at Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies, the altcoins, as a savings fund. Play the long game. Now, I've had a few questions from people today that have said in from my last video, how do you know what's going to happen with Bitcoin price? How do you know it's going to, get better from, the point it was at yesterday? Okay, how do you truly know that, that Bitcoin is going to keep on increasing? I don't, okay? Yesterday, this was at 1,800. Earlier, I saw this at $2,200, and it's gone down to 2,000. Over the next few days, I expect there to be ups and downs while the market recovers and figures out what it's doing. Newbies are coming back in, they're thinking, should I get back into it? And the Bitcoin is going to go up. But there's no absolute certainty in what's going to happen with cryptocurrencies. You are essentially taking a risk, and you've got to be aware of that. Don't put so much money that you could lose it and be left on the streets, homeless, no food, and nothing really. You need to be in a position where if you lose the money, then you can still survive. Don't necessarily put all of your money into it, but at the same time, it is an incredibly good investment and the market is recovering. So we are still in a period where, and I think this period will last until perhaps Tuesday, we're still in a period where you can buy low. Okay, you're still in a period where you can buy low. Seize the opportunity and continue shopping. Now, you may ask me, why am I interested in Steem? The reason I'm interested in Steem is because Steem has what looks to be an incredibly promising social network. Okay, you've got the top 5, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. How many of them pay you anything when you post? How many pay you anything? The correct answer is none of them. Unless you're a big YouTuber or a big, Facebooker or a big Twitter or a big Instagrammer or a big Snapchatter, unless you're one of the really top performing ones, you don't get paid anything. Yet, you get paid on Steem to produce content. Look at this. This person, Joseph, posted this post 59 minutes ago. He's made $500. $500 in an hour putting a post, okay? If he put the same post on Blogger, on Facebook, or he made a vlog about it on YouTube, or he sent people over to it on Twitter, he'd have made diddly squat. But with Steem, he has made $500. How many social networks allow you to make money posting? None of them. Unless you're famous already, none of them. This is a growing platform. But if you can make a very good post, then the chances are you will make a lot of money. Now, let me just search for somebody who I know is on Steem right now. Jerry Banfield is one of my partners, okay? Now, look, these are his top 4 posts. So this one, he published this on Friday, made $178. This one that he published the day before, $196. This one that he published the day before that, $891. His first introductory post, $545. So what is this? So this is 600, 900, so that's 1,500 already. And then he's got kind of 200-ish. Okay, so that's nearly $2,000 made in these posts alone. If he then comments on other people's posts and they upvote him, he makes more money. Okay, so when you publish a post and people like it and upvote it, it gives you dollars. If they comment, it gives you dollars. If you comment on other people's posts, it gives you dollars. So this is why I'm investing in Steem. I'm not just investing in some loose cryptocurrency that's got absolutely no background or no platform behind it. Steem has a social network that is brilliant. Essentially, you can have your whole blog on Steem. Okay, all you need to do is go to steemit.com and create a user. And if you do that, make sure that you follow Supoman. Okay, because that's me. Find me and follow me. All right, so anyway, and I'm going to put the link in the description so you can follow me. But look at the amazing, amazing rewards you get being a member of Steem. Look at these fantastic monetary benefits of being on Steem. And this is not even investing in Steem. This is what you get from just being a member and producing popular posts. Okay? So that is why I am going for Steem. That is why I'm investing a load of money in Steem. And the other reason is because Steem is tremendous value right now. Tremendous value right now. Okay. So this is how Steem looks. Okay. This is how it looks. Let's have a look and see what it looked like a week ago. A week ago it was up here. It's down here now. All right. Now is the time to get in. Whilst the social network is low and whilst it's now acquiring good users that understand social networking and content marketing. I understand it. Jerry understands it. People like us are going to lift the profile of Steem and therefore the long-term value of Steem. And you're going to look at this and see 40600. You're going to think, oh my God, I can't believe it was ever that low. Okay, let's just have a look. If I just put Steem in here. At the moment, Steem is worth 85 cents. Okay, 85 cents. Now, let's imagine you put $1,000 into Steem right now. Okay, if this goes up to $8.50, you will have $10,000. Okay, if this goes up to $80, you will have 100,000. Okay, so the time is now. Okay, but I'm talking about Steem for myself. But look at the cryptocurrencies that you're looking to invest in. What is the long-term value? Can you buy and hold for the long term so that in a year's time, 3 years time, 10 years time, you will be a millionaire from the amount of money you invested while it was low and now it's sky high? That is how you have to look at cryptocurrency trading right now that we are in the aftermath of a crash and you can get things cheap. So I hope that you've enjoyed this podcast. I hope it has inspired you to take action now. If you didn't yesterday, take the action now. While prices are still low. This is like the second tier of sale. Okay, the drop dead basement prices were yesterday. Okay, now the secondary, still half decent sales are on. Get involved now. I hope this has inspired you, and I will see you for the next podcast.